Every penligent task starts with a clear, authorized target. Enter a domain, an IP, an API endpoint, or a vulnerability context. Penligent first collects the basic information it needs to understand the surface. It reviews visible services, reachable paths, known hints, and target metadata. The purpose is not to create noise, but to build a useful starting map. Raw target input becomes structured context for the security workflow. From here, the agent has enough evidence to plan the next move. Next, Penligent turns the context into a concrete testing task. Instead of running a fixed checklist, the agent builds a task tree. The tree breaks the objective into discovery, validation, analysis, and reporting steps. Each branch is connected to the evidence already collected from the target. If the target looks like a web application, the path changes accordingly. If it looks like an API, the agent adapts the workflow to API behavior. If the user provides a known vulnerability summary, the task can focus on verification. This makes the workflow goal-driven instead of purely scanner-driven. The user can review the planned direction before the task begins. Once the task is opened, Penligent starts executing the plans step by step. Now the task begins automatically, with the agent selecting the right tools. It may run discovery, request inspection, endpoint checks, or targeted validation steps. Each tool call is tied to a reason, not just executed blindly. The command, parameters, output, and observations are kept in the evidence chain. When a result comes back, Penligent analyzes what it means. A failed result may close one branch and move attention elsewhere. A suspicious result may open a new branch for deeper testing. The agent continuously compares tool output with the original objective. This creates an adaptive loop. Execute, observe, reason, and refine. The user can see what was tested and why it was tested. Penligent keeps the workflow transparent, so results are not just black box scores. Every meaningful finding is connected back to concrete technical evidence. That evidence is what allows the next stage to be more reliable. When Penligent detects a potential risk, it does not stop at one signal. The finding is handed to independent subagents for separate verification. Each subagent checks the issue from a different angle. They review the evidence, repeat safe validation steps, and look for contradictions. If the risk cannot be reproduced, it is marked more cautiously. If multiple agents confirm the behavior, confidence becomes stronger. This independent verification layer helps reduce false positives before reporting. The final risk list is built from verified evidence, not a single assumption. Penligent can also generate a custom script for a specific testing objective. The user describes the task, the target condition, and the expected outcome. For example, the goal may be to validate a behavior or automate a repeatable check. The agent converts that instruction into a focused script plan. It decides what inputs are needed, what requests to send, and what output to capture. The generated script is designed to support authorized testing and clear evidence collection. Instead of manually stitching commands together, the user gets a reusable testing asset. The script can help reproduce a result, check a condition, or collect structured data. Penligent can explain the logic behind the script before execution. That means the user understands what the script does and why it matters. After the script runs, the output is analyzed in the same evidence-driven workflow. Useful results can be added back into the task tree for further reasoning. This is especially helpful when a test needs precision, repetition, or customization. The agent does not just generate code, it connects the code to the security objective. The result is a more controlled way to complete specialized testing tasks. Finally, Penligent turns verified findings into a structured security report. The report includes risk details, technical evidence, testing steps, and suggested remediation. Every section remains fully editable, so teams can adjust wording and priority. From target input to final report, Penligent keeps the workflow transparent and actionable.